CJ, I love this Baylor team, man. And a big reason why I love it is VJ Edgecombe. This is a guy that yes is coming in as a freshman. Yes, he's 18 years old, but if you watch the Olympic qualifier tournament, that Bahamas team was deferring to him, and that's a Bahamas team that had Eric Gordon, that had Buddy Hield, that had DeAndre Ayton, and they were looking for VJ. So how much do you think an 18-year-old like VJ Edgecombe, a freshman in today's day and age, can elevate a college basketball team and specifically Baylor?
I mean, the ones that have come into this league and done it like at a really, really high level have usually been super special. Kevin Durant years ago, Beasley at K-State back then. It's possible, but like the guys that can come in and really, really have an impact, like you better be a high level lottery pick. But I do think kind of talking to people who have been through there, I know they're pretty excited about them. I thought George might have that year a couple of years ago when he was coming in because he had a terrific summer before that season, and he had his moments, but it wasn't quite that.
Yeah.
I think Baylor's going to probably figure it out offensively. They're going to score. And just hating on the point guard, but man, what he averaged like 14 and a half for
I'm not
Duke
hating
last
on him. I'm
year.
not hating. I'm just not ready
Not
to.
not part of the big three. I mean, he did
No,
average
you
like
did
four.
hate
He
you
did
you
average like
100% hate
14.
it.
What he averaged a year ago at Duke, you have to look it up, but he averaged like probably 14 and a half or something like that. So that's a pretty good addition, I think. But I understand where you're coming from,
You know
proving
why?
that he can
You know
play
why?
point guard.
Because Duke didn't really want him back. Like that.
Yeah,
That says
yeah,
something, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah. No, it's fair. Um, but I think they'll figure it out offensively. The thing with Baylor is like the last few years, I'm sure Scott would tell you this, they just haven't guarded at the level that their championship team did. And then the year after, they were really good the year after too when they lost to Carolina in the second round. That was a team that could have gone back to the Final Four. I talked to a coach recently who was trying to make the argument that that team was even better than the championship one, but they were really talented. But that team guarded, but since then they really haven't guarded. And I think defensively, they're going to have to take a step and if they want to be the team that ends up winning this league or goes deep in the tournament, I think that Baylor's got to get back to Garden.
I think
Yeah,
that
Baylor,
the thing
go ahead, yeah.
that's really encouraging for me with Baylor and Edgecombe, which I think was the question you went back to, John, was like the fact that you put Roach beside him, a guy who's been there and done that, and a guy who's been effective. They moved Roach off the ball at Duke, and that's when he was better. He gets a chance to be back on the ball and then play with this super talented kid. Keontae George was very good, but I don't think any of us projected kind of what VJ Edgecombe can be. I was a big and keep in mind I was a massive proponent of Keontae George last year. Oh gosh, Jacoby Walter, like fine, he was fine,
Right.
not the
Right.
same level of impact coming in. He ended up being a lottery pick in a bad draft. I
Yep.
think VJ any other year, this draft coming up is going to be one of the best in recent memory. Like any other year, he's a number one pick. That's kind of been the consensus of people who I've been talking to. He's that special. And I think it really helps him kind of limp into Big 12 play, if there's even a limp to be had, playing beside Jeremy Roach and playing beside some of these toughness based guys like a Norchad Omier, like some of these other players that they have on the roster. I think elite role player potential with some of these other guys just adds to his mix. And that's what's so
Mhm.
encouraging to me about VJ and his situation that he's in.
And a great
Jeff,
defender. BJ is a
Yeah.
great defender.
exactly.
It's a freshman.
Exactly.
That's going to be the area, like CJ said, like they've been lacking there.
Well, and how many freshmen get like national team Olympic experience coming in? You know what I mean? Alongside pros at that. I mean, I like to me that says a lot.
No, I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
there. I was there about a month ago, and again, like I don't know about their depth. That's the one thing I worry about probably with Baylor as much as anything. But when you start with the toughness of VJ and Norchad, holy crap! I mean, those two are tough MFers. Like I'll go to
Mhm.
war with them any day of the week. And Roach
Yeah.
is mentally tough, right? He's been through everything. A key, honestly, like an X factor key for me is like Langston Lowe has to stay healthy. He's never
Yeah.
been healthy in his career. But again, I just don't know if they have enough behind those three guys.